Hello everyone, welcome back to the Khumbakharna guide, or the guide to Khumbakharna in Joust, part 2, or episode 2, depending on how you want to phrase it. Now, this was supposed to go up on Saturday. Well, actually, the reason why you're getting a gazillion episodes is because originally this was supposed to be uploaded, I think, Tuesday, but then I just didn't have the time on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. And then I was supposed to upload this and a Saturday episode on Saturday, obviously, but then my recording software decided that my graphics card wasn't the right kind for it. So I had to reinstall my graphics drivers, oddly enough. I had to reinstall my recording software. And then when I finally got around to recording it, of course it reset the default, which meant that my mic wasn't registered with the software, so I recorded 2 episodes of this and other series, and it recorded none of my verbal audio, just recorded the gameplay and the game audio. So that was a bit unfortunate, but here we are now, finally. So let's talk about who we've got as allies. So we have Chang'an, we have Tribdis. Now, the Chang'an theoretically means, in the mid to late game, and even the early game if she levels her heal up, we actually can be a little bit more aggressive than we normally would be here. So that's really nice to see. They have Yamoja, alright. Persephone, pretty long range, so we're going to want to play aggressive anyways, so Chang'a's really good into that. And Bastet. Now, the Bastet's going to be a problem for Charybdis, obviously. We're going to have to definitely keep an eye on that. Let me see. This is going to be fairly interesting because I'm actually going to want to incorporate some... Let's see, do I want the protections here? That's a really good question. We're going to go for Blink first because we're going to want to play pretty aggressively. We'll go for Sentinel's Gift. We're not going for Warflight because Charybdis is the only one really using large quantities of auto attacks. Chang'an doesn't have great autos. I don't have great autos. You know. Emoji's going to be tough because in every team fight, she has this huge burst of abilities she can bust out, but once she's used all of that burst, she pretty much doesn't do very much for the rest of the team fight. So the beginnings of team fights is going to get pretty ugly. Let's see if we can... Okay, I was way early on that. We got it, though. Get rid of the cat. Let's see what goes on here. Alright, good. Now, you don't have many options. I can see you've run out of Omi, which is pretty huge. I was hoping to stop her from jumping back. Let me intercept that cat. Alright, good dodge, good dodge. Bastet is going back, which is actually pretty huge news. Alright. That was good. That was good. For some reason, I forgot what button to press for that command specifically. Yeah, you take that. I'm going to go this way deliberately to make sure no one's hiding here for my allies. No one is, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and soften them up while I don't do enough damage to wipe them out. And... right now, that's what I'm waiting for. Now I know for a fact you're just good. Okay, you goofed that, but didn't matter. You didn't goof it enough. I was going to try to root Bastet, see if we could get her killed, but clearly no. I kind of figured she was going to go over the wall. She just went back, so she's going to do the exact same thing, probably. Right now, Persephone is trying to poke out as much as she can for Bastet. That's really what the strategy seems to be here, is Bastet is the one looking for the kills, and Persephone is really just trying to poke, because she's got that hideously long range with her plants. Observe. Okay, Bastet actually came from the front this time. Okay. Alright. That's not too much of a problem, actually. I was gonna pop Bastet out of the fight, but I really didn't need to. I unfortunately did not have my sleep up there. Notice that they took a lot of damage from that because I didn't put Bastet to sleep, so she you know, had pretty much everything going right there. I am also going to go back, but more to... Actually, I should go back at this point. I'm going to go back more so I can get my Gauntlet of Thebes and start stacking that. Because I actually have enough for that. There we go. Probably should have bought wards retrospectively, but at this point it's not too much of a problem. I'm just going to play this a bit aggressively here. I don't know where Bastet is, though, which is kind of concerning. There's Bastet. Hello. Oops. Yeah. I got too slowed by the... Alright. I have a feeling... No, I thought for sure Bastet was going to try to ult. Bastet's about to jump in. She's going to jump in on Charybdis or... Chang'e. Nope. Goodbye. Alright. You want to just... I don't know. There we go. No, you're both going to go to sleep now. There we go. All I really wanted to do there was preserve my allies, which I succeeded at doing, incidentally. Which is the important thing there. Okay, we've got Chang'e here to take risks. Hey, Bastet, how you doing? Oh, they got it. That's unfortunate. That was a nice ult, though. She's not likely to get away. Go ahead. Take her. Take her out. There we go. I still have my passive, but I don't want to waste that on Deadly Squat. Bastet's about to come back. I don't particularly feel like... Oh, this is going to go badly. Nice dodge, though. Now we leave. The unfortunate thing about their team composition is that in order to kill me with my passive, they're going to need at least 2 of them there, because not a single one of them has the auto attacks to pull that off, unless Bastet builds autos, which I don't think she's going to. She's after me, which is fine. Little does she know she can't kill me. Hello. You tried. I was hoping Bastet would dive for me, but she did not. Alright, what we're going to get first, just because of the sheer amount of attacks from her, we're going to go for the magic protections, I'm sorry, the physical protections first instead of for Bastet. Normally I would want to go for hard ward here, but... Oh, they got the... No. That was interesting. This is a gamble I took here. Right. Take her out really quick. Good. Did you already? You did not already jump. No, we're not gonna go for that right now. What I don't want to do is put this down here. I expected wards there, to be honest. I have my Gauntlet of Thieves fully stacked, though, so that's pretty nice. Let's see if we can't get some minions to go down here. You alright over here? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Just want to make sure Stephanie wasn't coming around. Hello. Oh, I do not have backup. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, stun me. That's fine. She's wasting all of her Omi on me. Okay. That was good. That was good. Alright, not bad. My main concern there was Yamoja keeping her locked in. The route wasn't ideal, but it was all I had at the moment. I just didn't need to put that there. I was too early. That's a shame. I was expecting her to jump back a little bit earlier than she did. Not sure where Charybdis is going, but let's see if we can take this. As Persephone wastes her time with plants. You want to help me out here? Thanks. You really wanted that, didn't you? Alright. That's a shame. You have the damage buff. You are very selfish as a support. Shame on you. That wasn't accidental either. She intentionally took that. Alright. Dodge that really quick, just by accident. Here come the plants, but that's fine. And you die. Waiting for the mana to come back up so I can either remove someone from the fight. Here we go. You still haven't got my passive, have you? You're really trying to kill me. Hey, as long as you're willing to expend the resources on me, that's fine. What do you got, Persephone? Okay. Here's my passive. We got the tower. She got the kills. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back in there and help her out there. That's the emoji she's working on, right? Yeah. Need to get out of here before Bastet shows up. That's fine, that's fine. So far, so good. That's excellent. Nope. Oh, that's too bad. One more shot, she would have been totally fine. She would have died. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's fair enough, though. That's fair enough. All right, now we need Heart Ward Amulet. Let's see if actually the experience camp is up. Chang'e might be in trouble. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, Bastet did succeed in stealing that. That's not a huge deal, though. That's okay. An inconvenience, but nothing more. Alright, they gotta have a ward there. I'm gonna have to put another sentry down. They knew I was coming. Nope. Oh, I didn't even need to go through all that. Oh, the cat interrupted me. That's a shame. No. I know what you're aiming for, and I'm not going to let you get that so easily. Relax. Back off. Keep it going. There we go. Waiting for Bastet to show up. I know Bastet's going to show up pretty soon. She just went back. She didn't even die. There's Bastet. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a choice here, and the Fire Giant, I think, the Bull Demon King, excuse me, is a little bit more significant. Chang'e seems to be fine for the moment. Nope, she's not fine. She's very not fine. There we go. That took a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but it worked out. Chang'e dying was very unfortunate, but on the other hand, Chang'e hasn't been doing too hot, but that's okay. You take that, I don't want that. You don't have your jump. Let me take that really quick. So sure this can keep on. Oh, the surrender, very nice. Alright, so what actually happened there? Why did that go so hideously well for us? Now, there's a couple of things going on here that actually worked in Khumbakharna's favor. First off is the fact that Bastet was their only melee, right? That actually is extremely important because as I demonstrated midway through the match, I just popped up Bastet and that automatically, it's this fascinating response. Whenever you pop someone up with Khumbakharna's ult, all the allies of that victim back up because they don't want to be hit by the knockback. They don't want to be hit by the damage on the landing. So they all back up. In this particular case, with Bastet jumping in by herself and her allies being ranged, boom, I can pop her up, her allies back off, and now she's stuck. She lands, she's alone in a 3v1 situation, even if it's only a temporary 3v1 situation. it still is a 3v1 situation. And between Charybdis and Chang'e, who, granted, also can stun if she really wants to, I think she only busted that out once, it's very difficult for Bastet to survive, right? And like I said before, the Yemoja played like most Yemojas do. Not all Yemojas play this way, but some of the intermediate to newer Yemojas will, where they'll throw all of their Omi out in the form of their first ability. Yes, it's their most useful abilities. I'm not going to argue that. But Yemoja does have more to offer, and clever use of the water rings could have saved Bastet one way or another, either by popping Bastet towards allies, which would have helped keep her alive, or pushing us away, although that would be harder to do. For Yemoja, the easiest option would have been to put a water ring popping Bastet towards, Yemoja, so Yemoja could either do the heal with the shield, or just a regular heal, or use a stun to keep her alive, something like that. So the Yemoja wasn't really picking up on that potential either. She exclusively used her first ability, and she blew it all in the beginning of the fight. Every fight. Which I kind of predicted would happen. So, with that, boom. We basically had a really great advantage, because once we killed Bastet by me forcing separation with a pop-up and Charybdis wiping out Bastet before she could get away too fast, we now had a 3v2 of Persephone and Yemoja versus myself and my team. Boom. We now have an advantage. We press the attack, and we just go from there, especially since Yemoja she has the water rings as a form of escape, which are very effective if you have enough Omi, but she never used them, like I said before, so Yemoja effectively, in terms of how they were being played, had no escape. So I could just lock down the Yemoja, Persephone would turn around and try to save her, then I just go on to Persephone and lock her down. It just got very ugly, and it was just a series of basically a bad strategy. Even when we didn't kill Bastet in the early game, we just weakened her down enough to have to go back. It still created a very similar effect, just not as long term, right? That's really what happened here. It was just a really great enemy composition for Khumbakharna and Charybdis to be working together. It just worked out that way. It was fantastic, and Chang'e was a great help. There was that time when Chang'e hit Persephone and Bastet with her ult, and Charybdis was able to go in and chain ult them, and that was fantastic. That's what it basically comes down to. That is basically why we won so egregiously, I'll say. That's what it comes down to. It's a combination of their team composition, the Yemoja not fully understanding the utility Yemoja has, and the Persephone trying very hard to help her friends, and being unable to succeed because primarily of the numerical disadvantage the teams had that in every single instance she tried to help. So, with that being said, thank you all very much for joining me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, or suggestions or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. Yeah. If you like this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me, and have a great 24 hours.